What's going on, guys? Havoc here, and today I'm here to tell you everything that you need to know about the newest perk, PhD Slider. Starting off at its base state, sliding into enemies trigger an explosion. The size and damage increases the further you slide before impact. Now, as you go through the tiers and upgrading it, immunity to environmental damage while sliding, increased slide duration, immunity to self-inflicted explosive damage, increased slide speed, and finally, falling from a large height will trigger an explosion. Size of damage increases the higher you fall. So, starting off, there are actually two parts to the PhD slider itself. The first part, of course, is the initial explosion that kills any zombies that are in range of the explosion. And the next part is a shockwave that affects the zombies that are outside the explosion. The shockwave is there just to give you a little bit of time to get out of there to readjust yourself so you're not instantly swarmed by a whole bunch of zombies. Now, this is a one-shot deal. As far as I know, I've made it pretty high rounds, and PhD Slider's still working as a one-shot to regular zombies, playhounds, hellhounds, and armored zombies, whether it's partially armored or fully armored. You get 90 points for every zombie that you do kill, and then you also get an additional 10 points for armored zombies as you break each part of their plate, which is pretty nice to know. As far as specials go, it does very little damage to the specials, which I was pretty surprised about. And no matter how far you slide before impact to a special zombie, the damage will all be the same. And as you see right here, no matter how high you fall from, the damage will still be the same to special zombies. The damage does not increase at all. But, if you want to challenge yourself, you can run around with just PhD Slider itself with no weapons and play it that way. Just keep in mind, special zombies will not take any more damage than the initial damage. So keep that in mind. You do receive damage from any projectiles, but you do not receive any damage if you're sliding with PhD Slider. And you can slide through Playhound gas, but there's like a little bit of a less than a second after you readjust yourself and you get up from the slide that you take a little bit of damage from the gas. As you can see, I'm sliding through the gas, and that's just because like the gas, it latches on and it lingers to you. So when you get up out of PhD Slider, you will receive like a little bit of damage. Nothing too serious. As you will see in a minute, you can slide through fire, but it might just be a bug for me. But when I slide through my Molotov, it gives me the effect that I'm on fire and I'm taking damage. But you will see that I didn't take any damage from sliding through it. There's also another bug where I was standing in fire from a hellhound, but I didn't take any damage, and then I took a few steps, and then I started to take damage. Small things, but not that big of a deal. Again, should be alright. You do receive damage from this. I'm pretty sure if you slide, you will not receive damage from that. Of course, ray guns, pack a punch or not, you will not receive any damage. Grenades, you won't receive any damage, whether it's a C4, Simtex, frag grenade, or even launchers and grenade launchers. You can even hold a grenade in your hand and you will not take any damage at all from it. Usually you will go down instantly, but you will not do that anymore. And so you can imagine you could have some pretty fun with PhD Slider. Just run around with a frag grenade in your hand and suicide bomber, but have fun. You do receive fall damage if you do not have set them up, but you do trigger that explosion when you do come in contact with the ground after falling. So just keep that in mind. Another thing to keep in mind, PhD Slider is basically a regular weapon. When you kill a zombie, they still have a chance of dropping equipment, salvage, and even items such as insta-kills, nukes, and fire styles. All that stuff still drops, whether it's with a regular gun or with PhD Slider. Another thing, you are immune to explosions such as blowing up vehicles, as you will see soon. I shoot some cars or some bikes right in front of me. I did not receive any damage until a hellhound comes up behind me as I'm blowing up a car. Um, Another thing, when you're on fire, like if you set yourself on fire or you catch on fire from a hellhound, you can keep sliding and you will not see the damage that you're on fire, as you will see in a moment. I didn't peep it at first until I looked at my health bar. So I'm on fire here, and as you slide, you will stop receiving damage, but as soon as the slide ends, you will start receiving the damage again. Came here to try it again to make sure. So, you know, constantly keep sliding if to stop taking the damage until the fire effect goes away. Here, I wanted to see when you are riding a vehicle and it explodes. As you can see, I drive this bike into this aura. I do take damage, and I do actually die from the explosion because I'm on the bike. So if you explode the bike while you're off, you won't take any damage, but if you explode the bike while you're riding it, you do receive that damage. Here's what I was talking about, where I stand in the fire and I don't receive the damage, but then I like take 2 steps to the side and I do start receiving the damage from it. Like I said, it's probably just like a little bit of a bug. That is all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed the video and if the video was helpful, please leave a like and even subscribe. If you do not mind, share with your friends and stay tuned for the next video. I will probably do another video on the next perk that comes out. So be ready for that, and you know, have fun and always be safe. Havoc out.